Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing about these three key differences in Power BI interview questions and answers. First is calculated column versus measure. Second is mode versus direct query mode. Third is SUMX versus sum. Uh, the first difference is that calculated column versus measure. In calculated column is evaluated for each row. Row level calculations. It's a row context. That is the first difference. Second is physically stored in the data model. Third is stored in the memory consumes RAM. Uh, in physically stored in the model means suppose we insert our data into the Power BI desktop. Once we done some analysis about some columns, so that time what happened? The this calculated column using so it time the physically stored in the data model we can able to see this column when we done some calculations stored in the memory consumes RAM. CC works are pre-calculated. Firstly, we calculate, and after that, we used in different types of visuals. This calculator we use belongs to a single table. It performance-wise slower. Cannot be directly used in slicers or visual level filters unless the part of calculator table. Uh, so suppose in our table there is two columns amount and tax, and we can able to find from the two column gross sales. So that is the cells of the table name and that column name plus table name that column name. And in measure must contain some aggregate functions such as average or sum. It is a filter context. That is the first difference. Not physically stored in the data model. It is calculated dynamically. We cannot see into the table, but it will be happen into the backend. We used here aggregate functions also. Measure consumes CPU, not RAM, so it is very good for performance is better. Measures calculated on fly belongs to a whole data model. It performance wise faster. We can use majorly and measure in our report. Directly used in slicers, visual level filters, and dynamic visuals like KPIs or cards. And that total sales is equal to sum of that sales amount. Uh, we can find a total sales easily using sum function. Now we will give the example of that. If you want to calculate profit for each row in our sales data, use a calculator column that time. But if you need a total profit based on user selected filters, that time we go for a measure. That is the example. Moving to the next difference, that is import mode versus direct query mode. In import mode, so data is stored and imported in Power BI internal model. Tables are seen in data view. If small or medium sized data, then we go for import mode. uh, we can do calculation using calculated columns, and measures are easily made in that. No difficulties came into that. Can work offline too. No need to connect with internet about this for because it's a small data. We can handle using without internet connections. Visuals don't take much time for loading. No issues with the DAX also. In a type of DAX we can able to use. There is a different types of DAX functions available like aggregate functions, time intelligence functions, date and time functions, logical functions, filter functions. No, for using this we can no issue came into that. So various data sources can be used like SQL, Oracle, CSV. We can able to use 100 plus data sources in the import mode. In direct query mode, data is queried directly from the source without being stored in the Power BI. Into that Power BI, it is not stored. It's in SQL or OLAP SQL server. The data is present. Tables are not seen in data view. In the Power BI desktop, there is a three options present: report view, data view, or model view. So once we go for data view, so that time we can't able to see these tables in the data view model. If large size data, then we go for direct query mode. Calculated columns are measures are not easily made. Uh, yeah, require strong internet connection for this because data is fetched from the SQL or LP server or uh, databases. We can say visuals take much time for loading. Don't work on time intelligence tags and many more. Once used, any data source as start must be used throughout. Majorly we use databases here, and once we started any using any data source, so from start to end we use the only one, that direct query mode, right? We use the import mode for static data sets and direct query mode for real-time analysis. Moving to the next difference, that is sum versus SUMX. In sum performs a simpler aggregations or scalar value by summing up all the columns in a single table. So suppose in my column there is a quantity, right? Suppose I want to how many quantities are present in that we can able to use this sum versus table name versus column names. Faster in response, ideal for straightforward scenarios where you need to total of all the values in a single column. Cannot handle row by row calculations or complex expression. If used for some simpler aggregations functions, we can able to use here. In SUMX is iterative functions that calculates row by row calculations, then sum of the result. Syntax is for SUMX into table comma expressions. Slower in response. Use case suitable for scenarios requiring custom row level calculations or dynamic expressions before aggregations. SUMX is used for row wise calculations. Here we need to find, suppose I want to find of that quantity into price using that into that there is a two column is mandatory for that. First is the table expression, table, and then after that expression. SUMX is used for avoiding calculated column and it is flexible and powerful for advanced calculations. This difference is majorly asked in every round of interview, so please prepare of that type of questions. And in the next video we will see that part 2. So if you don't anyone not subscribe my YouTube channel, so please subscribe that. And previously I posted a lot of videos regarding SQL and Power BI interview questions, so please like that videos. And if anyone have any doubts, so please ask me into the comment section. I will give the reply immediately. Thank you.